his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like,
I don't even.
So is it just
talk about it. Like that lifestyle? That money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like, you tell him he'll be at your, your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Floyd Mayweather has absolutely f***ed himself big 2026. It's because he's in massive debt again. Floyd is going broke. Instead of Floyd having all these bank robberies and whatever else he was bragging about on the plane, I'd be mad at me too. Looks like you should be mad at yourself because you played yourself. You thought you could do these backdoor deals with this guy and this guy and this guy, and it wouldn't affect everybody coming together and going, no, dude, you sign a contract here. That means effectively we control where you fight. And if you are taking other side business that interferes with this fight, or potentially can, then we're going to sue your ass.
The feud between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather has flared up once again, with 50 Cent making a direct comment during a live interview while talking about the reported $7.3 million debt. He described Floyd as broke, bringing renewed attention to the boxer's financial situation.
Like, when you make yourself like we got issues over your anger, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
Yeah, it been too.
New reports suggest that the Internal Revenue Service has placed a tax lien on Mayweather over millions of dollars in unpaid taxes from several years. Ring magazine shared on its official X account that Floyd Mayweather's planned exhibitions against kickboxer Mike Zambides and Mike Tyson could be at risk after the IRS warned that his U.S. passport may be revoked because of an unresolved, seriously delinquent tax debt exceeding $7.25 million, according to documents reviewed by the Ring. The matter has created major concerns about Floyd's finances.
Do this over multiple videos. I'm following up here to say it again. Floyd is terrible with his money. He owes a lot of people a lot of money, and I'm willing to bet that he don't.
Still, Floyd Mayweather rejected the criticism and insisted that he does not consider himself financially troubled. During the conversation, Mayweather said he continues to bring in enormous amounts of money, even claiming that he can earn millions within one day. His comments seemed intended to reject the suggestion that reported debts or financial disputes have damaged his financial position. Mayweather has spent years presenting himself as extremely wealthy, often highlighting his businesses, boxing income, and investments as proof of his financial power.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, yes. Just doing a dinner.
Yeah. You say it so nonchalantly, too. Yeah, I made $1 million yesterday. It ain't no big deal,
We made $1 million yesterday. We made $1 million today. We set up, another just a small deal.
Yeah.
Nothing major. Just, we do dinners worldwide and we make millions just doing dinners.
Yeah. Well, if I ever have you for a dinner, I'm going to need it to be free, man. I can't pay no $1 million. Like,
we could do 100 dinners.
Yeah.
At $1 million a pop.
Mayweather's problems with the IRS had already attracted attention years before this latest dispute. In 2017, he submitted a petition to the tax court requesting additional time to pay his 2015 tax bill, explaining that while he possessed major assets, much of his wealth was invested in assets that could not easily be turned into cash. He intended to use the huge earnings from his upcoming Conor McGregor fight to clear the outstanding amount.
I'm an independent contractor, Skip. If you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see I, R, or S in that ring taking no blows. And I'm supposed to send them, yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what
you owe them about half of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's in Nevada, so which is no state tax. So basically, all you have to do is give them their 33%.
Yeah.
Skip, I get it. And I get the fact, like, all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway, but that's not the way you do it.
50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather Jr. were once very close friends before their relationship turned into a highly public feud involving insults and business disputes. Their friendship started around 2002 and eventually became a strong connection, with the pair working together on different projects. In 2011, they revealed plans to launch a movie production company known as Mayweather Productions. 50 Cent also walked Mayweather to the ring for several major boxing events.
Joe Louis had this problem.
He did.
Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement in 55 to settle a debt with the IRS, and even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht, and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million.
Mayweather has spoken about feeling confused and hurt by his split with 50 Cent, pointing to lost trust and poor communication between them. During one interview, Mayweather said, "I never understood where all this with 50 Cent came from. He used to sleep in my house," showing how unexpected the friendship breakdown was to him. Things began falling apart in 2012 after Mayweather was jailed for a misdemeanor domestic battery case. During that period, 50 Cent moved forward with creating money team promotions, signing fighters, and putting considerable money into the operation. After Mayweather returned, disputes developed over TMT's control and ownership.
Going on with what I thought was a situation that you couldn't break down between 50 Cent and Mayweather.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal, it's not incorporated, it's just a
name.
Yeah,
that comes out people's mouths.
Right. See, so technically, Floyd is a Golden Boy fighter. You see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like
every
the negotiations and the imprint, the paperwork.
They build the whole
50 Cent later explained that their dispute involved a $2 million investment in their shared company, TMT Promotions. He alleged that after Mayweather came home from jail, instead of dealing with their business arrangements, Floyd's inner circle concentrated on expensive purchases and gifts to keep him satisfied. This reportedly made 50 Cent feel that Mayweather valued luxury and material rewards more than real friendships, using his wealth to maintain loyalty around him.
Is helping with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together,
put it together for him. So I do TMT Promotions, I get it all the way together, sign the actual fighters, we had acquisition of Gamboa. It was like, I had to negotiate a release, it was $1.2 million. Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. So we brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Yeah. Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right. So it's like, let him cool his heels before you...
Was that in the millions?
Beyond the enormous IRS debt, Mayweather Jr. has also faced increased attention following reports of a $340 million lawsuit against Showtime networks and several former executives. In the complaint, he claims that large parts of his boxing earnings were mishandled or wrongly redirected through financial arrangements managed by former advisors and business partners. Mayweather alleges that this financial handling cost him hundreds of millions of dollars he believes he earned during his boxing career. The lawsuit also claims that income from some of his biggest pay-per-view fights, including major bouts with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was allegedly sent through intermediary accounts controlled by others rather than being completely paid.
And I'm like, yo, so but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so, pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I got to ask you for it?
Right.
And then
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual, the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked.
Mayweather also brought another lawsuit in New York against former associate Jonah Renitz and others, accusing them of taking money through allegedly unauthorized transfers, investments, jewelry transactions, real estate deals, and the sale of his private aircraft. These claims have not been proven, and the accused parties have denied the allegations. The case involves claims of hundreds of millions of dollars in losses and damages connected to what Mayweather describes as a lengthy and complicated financial fraud scheme, alleged breaches of fiduciary duty, and conspiracy involving his former manager and advisor Al Heyman, with Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza accused of knowingly providing substantial assistance.
Mayweather Jr. is suing Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
In the lawsuit, Mayweather claims that his former associate, Jonah Renitz, gradually gained influence over major areas of his business and finances. According to Mayweather, Renitz presented himself as a trusted advisor while taking responsibility for important financial matters over a period of several years.
Millions of dollars, misappropriated funds, and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, breaches in fiduciary duty, and conspiracy orchestrated by Floyd J. Mayweather's former manager and advisor, Al Heyman, with the knowing and substantial participation and aid of defendants Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza.
Mayweather later shared a photo of himself with his former business advisor on his Instagram story, writing, "Thief, snake, liar, rat," clearly showing his anger over what he viewed as a betrayal.
Good week for Floyd Mayweather. Let's go. So now he has filed a $175 million lawsuit against his business partner, Jonah Renitz. So the name should be familiar to you. He has been described as Floyd Mayweather's right-hand man for decades. Also, he has been named in several lawsuits with Floyd for them being involved in scams themselves. The lawsuits include allegations for fake exhibition fights, allegations for unpaid jet bills, unpaid jewelry, unpaid services provided. But in turn, now Floyd is suing him and saying, hey, I never saw this stuff. You have scammed me out of jewelry. You have scammed me out of money. You've scammed me out of real estate. And so this is a big, massive lawsuit, guys. What's also interesting is Floyd has had an interesting support for the Israel community. Jonah Renitz is a member of a prominent Jewish Orthodox family. I'm curious if he's going to continue to have the same set of support. I'm also curious to say if he's going to prevail in the other lawsuits. Is this a way for him to get out of it? Or are these false allegations against